Mark stands at the venue entrance, watching his wife Lisa smile at her phone. That smile. The one she never gives him anymore. The one that makes her eyes light up like they used to 6 years ago when she actually loved him. She thinks he can't see her in the corner by the coat check. But he sees everything now. Tonight, 75 guests will celebrate his billion-dollar government contract. Tonight, Lisa will play the devoted wife. Tonight, everyone will watch her world collapse on a projection screen. Mark's phone buzzes. Text from the event coordinator, presentation loaded, cake ready. Just say when. He types back, 9 p.m., no delays. Lisa looks up, catches him staring. The secret smile vanishes. She walks over, straightening his bow tie with practiced affection. Nervous? She asks. Mark touches her hand. Cold, like touching a beautiful statue. Not anymore. 5 years earlier, Mark was nobody, 27 years old, working 19-hour days in a Chicago apartment that smelled like desperation and instant ramen. His cybersecurity startup existed in 3 laptops and a dream that felt increasingly stupid. Lisa saw something in him at that coffee shop. Or maybe she just saw potential. Hard to know now. They married small. Backyard wedding. String lights. Her parents left early. Her mother had a headache. Lisa didn't seem to care then. She kissed him in the parking lot after everyone left. Whispered that she believed in him. Mark wonders if that was ever true. The first 3 years were hard. His company crawled forward while Lisa's family gatherings became torture sessions disguised as dinners. Still in that apartment? Her aunt would ask. Mark's company going anywhere? Her cousin would probe. Her mother was worse. You deserve security, sweetheart, not dreams. Mark watched something shift in Lisa's eyes. Slow, almost invisible, like watching ice form on a lake. One day the water's clear. The next, something solid and cold separates you from what you thought you knew. Year 4 brought a better apartment. Year 5 brought the real changes. Lisa started dressing up for walks, taking calls in the bathroom, coming home at midnight smelling like cologne that wasn't his. Who were you with? Mark asked one night. Friends, Lisa said. That word. Friends. Plural. Vague. Safe. Which friends? Does it matter? She was already walking away. You're never here anyway. Mark stood in their living room, nicer now, but still not enough for her family, and felt the ice thicken. The breakthrough came 3 months ago. Mark's company secured the contract, $1 billion over 5 years. U.S. government cybersecurity infrastructure, the call that changes everything. He told Lisa immediately. She screamed with joy, actually screamed. For a moment, she was the coffee shop girl again. We need to celebrate huge, she said. Your birthday's coming up. Let's throw a massive party. Show everyone what you've accomplished. Mark felt warmth flood back. Maybe this was it. Maybe success would fix them. That night he heard her whispering in the bathroom. Phone pressed to her ear. Door cracked. Everything's changing. I know it's complicated, but maybe this is the right time. The ice didn't just thicken, it solidified completely. Mark hired the private investigator the next day. The man's office smelled like coffee and failure. Gray carpet, metal desk. How long you been suspicious? The investigator asked. Months. Proof costs money. Mark slid cash across the desk. Make her never know you exist. 5 days later, the photos arrived. Lisa outside a restaurant with a man Mark didn't recognize, hand on his arm, leaning close. Lisa in a parking garage, the man's hand on her lower back. Lisa in his car, the angle suggesting everything Mark feared, 7 months. The investigator's report documented 7 months of deleted texts, secret meetings, and a man named Gregory Thornton, who drove a BMW and worked in investment banking. 7 months while Mark worked himself sick building their future. Mark stared at the evidence until his eyes burned. Then he opened PowerPoint and started building something else. Let's make the party huge, Mark told Lisa the next morning. Invite everyone, your parents, your whole family. Everyone who matters. Lisa looked surprised. Really? You usually hate big events. This is different, Mark smiled. This is my moment. I want everyone there to see it. She kissed his cheek. I'm so proud of you. The words were poison wrapped in sugar. 3 weeks of planning. Mark played the excited husband, discussed centerpieces and guest lists, approved the venue with the skylight, pretended to care about tablecloth colors. At night, while Lisa slept, he compiled everything. More photos from the investigator, recovered text messages, phone records, timestamps, location data. He built the presentation like he built security systems. Methodical, airtight, devastating. Wedding photos would open it. Their honeymoon, genuine happiness. Then the slow reveal, the evidence, the timeline, the truth. His business partner, David, noticed something wrong. You look like you haven't slept in weeks, David said. Just party stress. You don't have to do this big celebration. We could just... No, Mark interrupted. I want this. Lisa's been planning it. It's important. The lie tasted like metal. Lisa's mother called 2 weeks before the party. I wanted to ensure this was truly formal, Eleanor said, given the venue. Black tie, very exclusive, only our closest people. A pause. Well, I suppose we underestimated you. Everyone did, Mark said quietly. He met with a divorce lawyer 5 days before the party. Rebecca Chen's office was expensive. Original art, marble floors. I need papers prepared, Mark said. Adultery, everything's documented. Rebecca reviewed the USB drive without expression. This is thorough. When do you want to file? I don't. Not yet. Mark leaned forward. I want them ready. I'll tell you when. Public confrontations can backfire legally. Just have them ready. The night before the party, Mark couldn't breathe. He stood in the bathroom at 3 a.m., gripping the sink, staring at his reflection. The man looking back seemed capable of terrible things. He thought about canceling, handling this privately, being the bigger person. Then he remembered Lisa's secret smile, her whispers on the phone. 7 months of lies while he built their future. Mark returned to bed. Lisa slept peacefully beside him. Tomorrow, everyone would know. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button right now. What happens next will shock you. Drop your city in the comments. I want to know where you're watching from. You won't want to miss this ending. The venue looks perfect when Mark arrives early. 75 guests in formal wear, champagne flowing, his colleagues congratulating him, Lisa's family networking like nothing's wrong. Lisa appears at his side in a navy dress, linking her arm through his. Everyone's here. This is your night, baby. Mark spots Gregory Thornton by the bar. His blood goes cold. Lisa invited him, her lover, to Mark's celebration. The audacity cuts deeper than the betrayal. David leans close. You okay? You look... Perfect, Mark whispers. Everything's perfect. Dinner is served at 8. Mark doesn't taste his food. He watches Lisa charm guests, play the devoted wife, laugh at jokes. At 8:55, he stands, taps his glass. The room quiets. 75 faces turn toward him. Thank you all for coming, Mark says. His voice is steady. This celebration means everything, not just the contract, but the journey that brought us here. Lisa smiles at him, unsuspecting, radiant. I want to share that journey, Mark continues. Please watch the screen. The lights dim. The projection flickers to life. Mark sits beside Lisa, takes her hand. She squeezes it, smiling. The presentation begins. Their wedding day fills the screen. Lisa in her simple dress, Mark in his borrowed suit, string lights and genuine smiles. The room sighs collectively. Awe. More photos. Their honeymoon, first apartment, struggling together, young and hopeful and broke. Mark's recorded voice narrates, We started with nothing but love and dreams. Lisa leans close. I forgot about these. The presentation continues. Photos of their struggles. Mark working late. Lisa bringing coffee. Shared exhaustion. We faced judgment, the voiceover says. People told Lisa she'd married down, that she deserved better. Eleanor shifts uncomfortably. But she stayed. She believed. She promised we'd build something amazing together. The images shift, more recent. Lisa at family gatherings, her smile strained, eyes distant. Mark alone in their apartment, waiting. Then something changed, the voiceover says. The music shifts, dark, ominous. New images appear. Security footage. Lisa with Gregory, laughing, touching his arm, leaning close. Someone gasps. Lisa tries to stand. Mark's grip tightens on her hand. Stay. You wanted everyone here. Let's show them everything. Mark, please. Watch. The presentation is merciless. Timestamps, locations, phone records showing hundreds of deleted messages. Screenshots of texts appear on screen. He's working late again. Come over. I can't keep pretending. When he finally succeeds, maybe I can leave without guilt. The room erupts. Chairs scrape. Voices rise. Eleanor stands, face white. Turn it off! But it doesn't stop. Photos of Lisa entering Gregory's apartment. Leaving hours later. Hair different. Dress rumpled. Her father is on his feet, purple with rage. You son of a bitch! You planned this humiliation. I didn't humiliate her, Mark says, standing. She humiliated herself. I'm just showing the truth. Lisa is sobbing, mascara running, hands over her face. The final image, Gregory's dating profile. Looking for sophisticated women who appreciate the finer things. Mark's voiceover. While I worked to build our future, Lisa planned hers. Without me. The screen goes black. The lights come up. Chaos. Bring out the cake, Mark says calmly. The servers wheel it out. 3 tiers. Elegant. Then everyone sees what's on it. A photo, printed in edible ink, of Lisa and Gregory in his car. Below it, congratulations on your new beginning. Lisa makes a sound like breaking glass. Eleanor rushes to her, but Lisa shoves her away. This is your fault. You and Dad. Always telling me I married wrong. You poisoned me. We were trying to help. Help me see what? That money matters more than love? That I should judge my husband by his bank account? Lisa turns to Mark, destroyed. I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. You're right. I let them get in my head. I believed you weren't enough. Were you going to leave? Mark asks. Lisa nods. After tonight. I thought it would hurt less if you didn't need me anymore. Mark reaches into his jacket. Divorce papers. Lisa's face crumbles as he hands them over. You wanted to wait until I didn't need you, Mark says. Consider this me returning the favor. Within hours, the story explodes. Videos from guests' phones go viral. News outlets seize it. Social media detonates. Tech CEO exposes wife's affair at billion-dollar celebration. Political hopeful's daughter caught in public scandal. Lisa's father's campaign implodes. Donors withdraw. His political career ends within 48 hours. Eleanor's recorded voicemails to Lisa leak somehow. You married a man with no prospects. Every day with him is wasted. Find someone worthy. Public opinion fractures. Some call Mark a hero. Others say he went too far. Mark stops reading after 3 days, but the nights drag on. He lies awake, replaying not just her betrayal, but his cruelty, the calculated public execution that haunts him like a ghost. 6 months in, a letter arrives in Lisa's handwriting. Mark almost trashes it, but curiosity wins. Mark, I don't expect forgiveness, but I need you to know I understand now. You were right. My parents poisoned me, but I let them. I chose status over love. Gregory dumped me 2 weeks after the party. Scandal made me a liability. My father's career is gone. I'm 30, back in my childhood bedroom working retail. But I'm grateful for the wake-up call. I was becoming someone I hated. Hope you find real peace, not revenge. Lisa. He reads it 3 times, the words stirring something unexpected. Regret. He writes back, and they meet at that same coffee shop, 6 years after their first date, but worlds apart. Lisa looks tired, clearer, less polished. Thanks for meeting me. Your letter surprised me. Silence hangs as the espresso machine hisses. I'm sorry, Mark admits, for the public humiliation. I was cruel. I deserved. No one does. You hurt me, but I made it mutual destruction. They talk closure, not reunion, the mess of being victims and villains. As they part, her handshake releases the last of his anger. From there, the weight lifts gradually. Mark channels the lesson into ethics talks at conferences, warning crowds. I had every right to rage, but revenge? It's noise without character, pain breeding pain. One young woman approaches post-speech. My fiancé cheated, planning a public exposé, but your story. Don't let it twist you, he advises. Leave with dignity. Don't trade your soul for theirs. She walks away, and Mark hopes she chooses wiser than he did. Years deepen the scars into wisdom. A wedding invite arrives. Lisa remarrying a teacher who drives a used Honda, volunteers at shelters. Her note, you're part of my story, Mark. Where I learned worth isn't bank accounts. Thanks for the lesson, painful as it was. He skips the ceremony but sends a card. Real happiness, built on truth. M. A decade from that fateful night, Mark mentors a young entrepreneur facing betrayal. I want to destroy her publicly, the man confesses. Mark recalls the venue, Lisa's smile, his unraveling plan. You'll feel vindicated for 12 hours. Then, you live with it, your worst moment eternal online, poisoning every new start. But she deserves consequences, yes. Destruction? That's a fire that burns you too. I learned the hard way, neither of us won. The man processes, silent. What if I can't let go? You'll grasp the same truth. Revenge scorches everything, especially the one holding the match. Sometimes the deepest wounds aren't about who hurt us. They're about who we become when we're hurting. Mark learned success means nothing wrapped in bitterness. Lisa learned worth isn't measured by others' standards. And sometimes the hardest victory is choosing not to destroy someone, even when you can, even when they deserve it. Especially then. If this story made you feel something, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because tomorrow's story will blow your mind. Remember, we all face betrayal, but we choose who we become after. Choose wisely.